Oh, hello there, tech people. Welcome back to another episode of English with Tech Girl podcast. I'm your host, Lidia, and today we're diving into a topic of commonly confused words in the IT sector. So grab your headphones and let's untangle some tech terminology, shall we? Let's kick things off with a pair of terms that are essential in software development: verification and validation. Verification ensures that we're building the product right by checking if a software application or system meets its specifications and requirements. Validation, on the other hand, ensures that we're building the right product. It's about evaluating the software at the end of the development process to ensure it aligns with customer requirements. It's the final stamp of approval before launching the product into the world. Now, let's clear up the confusion between authentication and authorization. Authentication is about verifying the identity of a user or system. It confirms that the user is who they claim to be, whether it's through passwords, biometric data, or security tokens. Authorization, on the flip side, deals with access control. Once a user is authenticated, authorization kicks in to determine what actions they're allowed to take and what resources they can access within a system. Up next, let's tackle the distinction between data and information. While these terms are often used interchangeably, they have distinct meanings. Data refers to raw facts and figures, while information is processed data that has context and meaning. It's like the difference between scattered puzzle pieces and the completed picture they form. Encryption versus hashing, another pair that tends to trip people up. Encryption involves scrambling data into an unreadable format, only decipherable with the right key. It's like locking your data in a secure box. Hashing, on the other hand, generates a unique fixed-size string of characters from input data. It's commonly used for data integrity verification, ensuring that the information remains unchanged during transmission. Let's not forget about latency and bandwidth, two key concepts in networking. Latency refers to the delay or lag between sending and receiving data. It's the time it takes for information to travel from one point to another. Bandwidth, on the other hand, is the maximum amount of data that can be transmitted in a given amount of time. It's like the width of a pipeline, determining how much data can flow through at once. Now, on to software and firmware. Software refers to programs and applications that can be executed on a computer or device. It's what you interact with directly, like your favorite messaging app or photo editing software. Firmware, however, is a bit different. It's software that is embedded into hardware devices, controlling their functionality. Think of it as the behind-the-scenes conductor orchestrating the device operations. Next up, let's differentiate between UI and UX. UI, or user interface, is all about the graphical layout of an application. It's what users see and interact with, from buttons and menus to colors and fonts. UX, or user experience, goes beyond just looks. It encompasses the overall experience a user has while interacting with the application, focusing on factors like usability, accessibility, and user satisfaction. Moving on to server and host. A server is a specialized computer or software system designed to provide services and resources to other computers over a network. It's like the master chef in a kitchen, serving up dishes to hungry diners. A host, on the other hand, refers to any computer or device connected to a network. It's like the guest at the dinner party, partaking in the offerings provided by the server. Now, let's address the difference between malware and virus. Malware is a broad term used to describe malicious software designed to disrupt, damage, or gain unauthorized access to a computer system. It's like nefarious intruder trying to break into your digital fortress. A virus, on the other hand, is a specific type of malware that spreads by attaching itself to other programs or files, replicating when executed. It's like a contagious disease spreading from one host to another. Finally, let's clarify open source and free software. Open source software refers to software whose source code is freely available for everyone to use, modify, and distribute. It's like an open book, inviting collaboration and innovation from the community. Free software, on the other hand, refers to software that users can use, modify, and distribute without restrictions. It emphasizes user freedom and community collaboration, promoting access to technology for all. And that's a wrap for today's episode. I hope you found this exploration of commonly confused words in the IT sector both enlightening and empowering. As always, stay curious, stay tech-savvy, and until next time, this is Lidia signing off. Cheers! This episode of English with Tech Girl, titled Tech Talk Demystified, Navigating Commonly Confused Terms in Tech, was produced and edited by its host, Lidia. Some segments of the script for this episode were generated using AI tools provided by OpenAI's GPT 3.5 model, enhancing the content with its advanced language capabilities. And remember to stay engaged with the conversation beyond the podcast. Connect with me on Instagram at English with Tech Girl for even more learning opportunities and tech insights. Let's dive deeper into the world of IT together. See you there.